Time for another rant. Nope, not even gonna have like a little fancy smancy intro, none of that. At this point, nah, just I'm not having a really good oh god, see, I can't even get my sentences straight. It has not been a good like last month for me. I mean, nothing really bad happened or anything, but things are very on the edge. I'm trying my hardest not to snap and start cursing people out and punching people. So, I got too many topics on my mind. So I'm actually just going to hit something that I should have done since like a year ago when I started playing GTA Online. Although this happens to apply to pretty much everything. This topic, which is probably going to be in a tangent, is online gaming. So, what is my problem with it? For something that's supposed to bring people together from like all over the country, all over the world, it's the most antisocial thing that I've ever had to experience outside of just living my own life. You wanna know why? Because, well, it's not hard. I mean, I'm not saying Call of Duty is the end all be all and the epitome of the online gaming community, but go check out some of the videos from that. Go check out some of the videos from quite a few things. I mean, granted, that's a given. You are going to have those people that mess up everything for everybody else just because they can, or because that person had a bad day, so they want to mess up everything for everybody else. I'm actually trying to keep this clean so I don't have to go in and edit stuff out, although I don't have to. I've actually put up rants uncensored before, and, well, I don't know, I'm just tired. Have you ever been so angry that you just end up tired? Yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now. So, yeah, alright, so I'll get into some specifics. GTA. Of course, you're going to have the people that will kill you on sight. You have the people who will blow your vehicle up. That's fine, whatever. Although I prefer if it is actually for a reason. Say you got a bounty on your head, you stole somebody else's bounty, or their kill, or whatever. You know, or you screwed them over in the mission, and by the time you guys get back to free roam, they murder you. Fine. That's justified. Although that's not even the whole point of this part of the topic. No. My issue is getting invited into a mission just with random people. And that's kind of the other negative side of this, is that, you know, you're playing with random people and not friends. It's been like a year later, and everybody that I run with, or the majority of the people that I run with, are gone. They do not play anymore. Yeah, because there's not a whole lot to do once you've reached certain levels and gotten certain weapons and stuff. Yeah, this thing ends up losing steam real quick. So, anyway, get called to a mission, fine. Boom, we all load in, and vehicle time. I remember back when I first started, I started out with the Cheval Fugitive, 4-door sedan, not very fast, whatever, but I figured, okay, team-based, so it would probably be better to have everybody riding in one vehicle. Yeah, okay, so then we come in, and I've got people in the team that have sports cars. Their car is right there. They managed to get in, drive way the hell across the map to like about 5 miles away from the destination or whatever. Or actually, no, they're about 2 miles from the destination. I'm 5 miles back. and I had to run across like 4 highway lanes in order to get to my fucking car and drive, and by the time it's all said and done, mission's done. Or they managed to get killed and mission failed. A lot of people lack patience, but for something like this, it's like you have some people don't have proper patience. Some people don't actually cooperate well with others. I'm not necessarily saying that how you are in a game online is how you are in real life with other people. But most of the time they end up antisocial, uncooperative, impatient, and just they end up being that Aspie kid that you end up hearing some of the more brash online gamers actually talk about and make fun of and all that. And it actually kind of fits. Same thing can end up happening in Warframe, a game that some of you may have seen me actually stream. I end up getting in with some people, and just we have a defense mission. You gotta protect the asset for a set amount of waves. Some of these people end up leaving after the first round instead of trying to stay until like 10 or 15. Considering the place where I mainly do my leveling, which is a special kind of defense mission, it pays out pretty damn well. So I can see why they'd want to leave at wave 5, because you do get the payment. But at the same time, I'm here for experience. I'm not here for the money. I got like 4 point something million in Warframe right now, which ain't really much. Once you start doing transmutation and putting stuff in the clan vault and everything, that's that. I don't really need the money. I'm trying to level stuff up. I'm putting formulas into things, and that means I have to go level it all back up. As a result, you're wasting my time. So it just becomes aggravating. Simple solution here is one of two things. One, play by yourself, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of online gaming. Two, play with friends. Kind of hard to do when you don't really have friends, or when you have a circle of associates and they end up doing other things. They end up playing another game mode in the game, or perhaps they end up playing a whole other game and pretty much leaving you in the dust. There's nothing else that you can do. I'm not naming names, although to be honest, totally honest, I'd totally call those people out. I'd totally actually put them on the spot and basically break off into some shit that's been bugging the hell out of me for quite a while now. That's practically a whole other rant, but I'd rather not turn that into something personal. But in a sense, it still kind of is. I can't stand that shit either. You actually go out of your way to, it starts off as like, oh, okay, hey, you want to join our crew or clan or whatever. Oh, I'm not too sure. I'm already in another group, and all right, well, we can still just play together. Fine. Things weren't going so well, then okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm in. All right, and so then things are okay. Not necessarily what I need it to be. Instead, nope, guys go run off into another game mode. I'm basically sitting there in the hub or in the lobby, just kind of fiddling around, double checking stuff while listening to them go on and on, babbling about other shit that is not relevant, or just whatever in the party chat. I do speak. You guys have seen me and heard me be able to go on. Hell, if I'm on a subject that I'm familiar with, or if it's just one of these, I can go on for a long time. But when it comes to a group, I am not a very verbal person. I'm not a very loud person. So instead, I end up scaled back. I end up at the back while they're at the front doing whatever it is that they do. As a result of a like 6-person party chat or so, and you have 3 people that are very freaking loud and they don't stop talking, it's kind of hard to get a word in edgewise, let alone to get help to do whatever it is that you need to do. So that ended up going into I wouldn't even call it an argument. I'd call it a thorough chewing out. I actually got pissed at this one guy who kept going on about his damage numbers, who kept going on about his stats and this, that, and the other, and it pissed me right off. So, what did I do? I start trying to be civil about it. You know, and then again, this guy is an asshole, and I'm pretty sure he knows that he is a grade A asshole. So, you know, he starts running his mouth again, and that's it. I've had it. I call him out, and boom, put him flat on the spot, call him a punk ass little bitch who needs to grow the fuck up. Done. Guess what? He tends to do that. He tends to piss people the fuck off because, oops, look what happened. You got into it with another dude in the clan, and bam. All right. Then they get into it again over something else, something fucking trivial and completely stupid. Yet whatever. You know, one of the other guys put it clear. They're like oil and water. They don't mix. So, boom. Have it out. One guy leaves the freaking group. One guy actually leaves the clan. Fine. To be honest, good fucking riddance. I don't care. However, at the exact same freaking time as things are starting to slowly recover, that's, like I said, when shit happened and then people started going off. Everybody's on Destiny. I don't have a problem with the fact that you want to play something else. I don't hate Destiny. I don't have nothing against Destiny. But, you know, there's only so much that you can do with, like, one game. So, yeah. So, play the fuck out of that. And maybe, you know, take some time off. And then maybe it'll kind of be fresh again. I don't know. That's besides the point. Y'all want to bring me into a social circle and everything. And joke and be stupid and shit. And yet, I'm still not really there. You know, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, he's finally come out of his shell and this, that, and the other. And, you know, but at the same time, not really. I'm not really there with y'all. And I'm kind of not set to want to be there. Because, to be honest, of all the guys that are actually in the group, I'm one of the oldest ones. I'm one of the oldest of the regulars in that group. And as a result, yeah, it feels real awkward talking with a bunch of teens. It really does. But I don't know. It's not. That's not really the relevant point. But it gets real trying. Really trying when you have a tolerance, when you have a patience, but, you know, when it comes to just people. But then, if you have a low tolerance for ignorance and asshattery, that goes out the window real quick. And you try your hardest not to get pissed off and tell people about themselves. But conversation on Messenger carried over from something that happened in a party chat, and I had to actually rip into people and actually tell them the truth. Tell them like it is. But I don't know. I'm just so flustered right now, so I'm just gonna try and scale it back. I'm still venting, and it's going to vent into other videos as well. So I really don't even know. It's November. I got the freaking air conditioner on. Seriously, it's November 3rd, right? And I got the air on. It's hot to me. I'm furious and just my mind is just frazzled. It's not I'm getting mad over a video game. I'm getting mad at people being dumbasses. Yeah, you have people who are dumbasses in every group and every organization and whatnot. But when you have to put up with it consistently, back to back to back, no matter what you're trying to do, I don't know. See, I'll say this before I go. There was a time when this was actually something that you play sitting next to a friend or a cousin or a sibling. You know, a friend down the street or a couple blocks over, come over, maybe have some pizza or whatever, play. Now, nope. You and your buddy from 2 blocks over, hop on, play from here. Okay. And they really don't actually make local co-op as not as much. Granted, that was kind of but it was there. It was in the arcades. It was on the early home systems. Still going to the point that it went from 2 players to 4. That was something at one point. That was amazing. Then then of course, PlayStation, freaking multi-tab, you can go up to like 6. Wow. Now, booyah, hit up something like, say, Final Fantasy 11, like I did on PS2, and you got to play with so many other people and got to interact with them. And it wasn't, total elitist, this, that, and the other. It was just people trying to, network and partner up and forge friendships and work your way through a freaking MMORPG. Now, I don't know, but I mean, you still have those people, but it seems like the internet is predominantly full of jackasses and assholes. I don't know. That's why I actually was very apprehensive about getting into the online gaming thing, because I'm not really a sociable person. I don't like conflict, and so yeah. So my best bet is to scale back, play stuff in single player. However, a lot of games are facilitated towards an online multiplayer mode. As a result, that means that the single player, as well as the single player mode, campaign, story, all that takes a hit because they're primarily focusing on the online multiplayer. As a result, that makes it hard to play stuff. And that is basically the second point here. That's what I was trying to say. And, well, you do still have people that try to develop a decent single-player campaign. You do still have people that are trying to do local co-op. There's a PS4 game that digital game, Tiny Brains, 4-player co-op. You have to use teamwork and use each of the characters' abilities together in order to solve puzzles and progress through the game. That includes local and online multiplayer. And I'm not sure, but maybe it might actually include a hybrid of sorts, which would actually be nice. I haven't actually tried it yet, but that's actually kind of a bit of progress, as opposed to just sitting up in your home or your parents' house or wherever the hell you are, just playing alone. No one's sitting next to you. And instead, you're playing with somebody who you can't actually see, or might not even actually be able to hear. Granted, we have party chat and stuff now and all that, but still, it ends up being very antisocial. I don't know.